The next topic here is rectification. So until now we have covered how to trace a curve. We have also done curvature, right? They both for Cartesian curves, parametric curves, and
Ma'am,
yes,
you haven't sent the slides yesterday.
yes, I will share them very soon. Actually, I am
Oh,
seeing how. So we had done this curve tracing and curvature for these three kind of curves: Cartesian, parametric, and polar. Next topic is rectification. So what is rectification? Rectification is a method by which you can find what is the length of the given curve between any two given points. So that is rectification. We'll also do this thing for Cartesian curves, parametric curves, and polar curves. So let us, in this slide, we will do it for Cartesian curves, right? So firstly, we have to see how to calculate the length of the arc. This you might have done in your previous classes, like in school, etc. So this is exactly the same thing. So it is to calculate the length of arc having Cartesian equation. If your equation is given in this form, y is equal to some function of x, and it is defined in this closed interval from a to b, then the length of curve is given by this expression. So here, in order to solve this rectification, two things are required. Firstly, you should very well know how to differentiate functions, and then you should know how to integrate the functions. So you should go and revise all your formulas for differentiation and integration to solve these kind of questions quite easily, right? So this is the formula that says you can find the length of the given curve. Suppose this is given to you, this curve is given to you, and this is some interval a to b. You are asked what is the length of this curve from going from a to b. What is this length? So for that, what you do, you will perform this integration from a to b of this quantity, square root of 1 plus dy by dx whole square. So what is this? If you make this this is equivalent to uh, this straight line basically, and this straight line is nothing but the side of this right angle triangle. So this angle is 90 degree. What is this length? This length is small distance dx covered in moving from a to b. And what is this length? This length is the small distance dy covered in moving from this point to this point. So what would be this length? This length would be the square of dx plus the square of dy under root. So this would be this length using the Pythagoras theorem. So that means we are interested to calculate what is this length. So when you integrate it, this is for the very small portion over here. So when you integrate it from a to b, you will have the length of this whole curve. So it would be, so you can write this particular term as, you can take dx common, so it would be 1 plus dy by dx whole square, and then multiplied by dx square square root, dx square root, right? Or you can take this dx square out from this integral, so it would be 1 plus dy by dx square root multiplied by dx. So this is the quantity that we are interested to find the length of the given curve. Moreover, note that if your curve is defined in this way, when x is given to be some function of y, so in that case your formula just changes from here you have calculated this dy by dx, now you have to calculate dx by dy. So this becomes the formula to calculate the length of the given curve. So let us see the corresponding question. The question is, find the length of the arc of the curve. This is the curve that is given to you. Y is equal to log of secant x, and you have to calculate its length from the point 0 to the point pi by 3. So this curve is given to us. We can differentiate it to calculate what is dy by dx. So the derivative of this quantity would be 1 by secant x, and then the derivative of secant x is secant x into tan x. So this and this cancels, so we will be left with tan x only. So the required length according to formula is given by, the interval here is given to be 0 to pi by 3. So in this interval, your length would be integration from 0 to pi by 3, 1 plus the square of this quantity, square root dx. So its value is tan, so tan square x. So 1 plus tan square x, it becomes secant square x, and then you will perform this square root. So you'll be having secant x dx. Then you have to take the integration of secant x. What is the integration of secant x? It is log of secant x plus tan x. So then you'll substitute the limits from 0 to pi by 3. So log of, firstly we'll substitute the upper limit here in place of x. So it would be log of secant pi by 3 plus tan pi by 3, and then minus the lower limits. So minus log of secant 0 plus tan 0. So what is this value? It is 1 by cos pi by 3. Cos pi by 3 is 1 by 2, so it is 2. Next, tan pi by 3, its value is square root 3. Then secant 0's value is 1, tan 0 value is 0. And you know what is log 1? Log 1 is 0. So this term is 0, so we are only left with log of 2 plus square root 3. So this is our final answer. So this is the length of the given curve in the interval from 0 to pi by 3. Next question is, find the length of this curve x raised to power 2 by 3 plus y raised to power 2 by 3 is equal to a to the power 2 by 3. So what is this curve? Firstly, you have to know what is this curve. This curve is asteroid, which is defined like, which is drawn like this. So now you know how to draw a particular curve. You know how to trace the given curve. So you could do it very easily. So now you see this curve is symmetrical both about the x-axis as well as y-axis. So whatever, we have to find the total length of this curve from this point to this point, then to this point, then to this point, and then back to this point. So what we can do instead, we can find this length from this point A to B, and we can multiply it by 4. So that would be the total length. So the total length would be 4 into the length in the first quadrant. So that would simply be, we'll just calculate what is the length of this curve in the first quadrant. So it is between these 2 points, A to B or from B to A. So we can apply the formula here. Length would be 4 multiplied by the length of AB. The length of AB is, we'll substitute the limits of x quadrant. What are the limits of x? The limits of x are from 0 to a. We are moving from here to here in calculating this length. So it would be integration from 0 to a square root of 1 plus dy by dx whole square.
मैम आवाज कट रही है मैम.
So we have,
मैम अब नहीं आ रही.
so let me speak, right? Yes. So we have dy by dx. Its value is, we have just calculated its value by differentiating the given curve. The given curve was x to the power 2 by 3 plus y to the power 2 by 3 is equal to a to the power 2 by 3. So you can differentiate it with respect to x. So what do you have? You have 2 by 3 x raised to power minus 1 by 3 plus 2 by 3 y raised to power minus 1 by 3. Then the derivative of y with respect to x. And then right hand side it is a to the power 2 by 3. So its derivative is 0. So we can simplify this. This is the first derivative that we were seeking. So we can substitute this quantity here. Take its square. So it would be, negative becomes positive, y divided by x raised to power 2 by 3, right? So now we can take the LCM, simplify this a bit. What is the value of this thing? In the question we were given this curve. This was equal to a to the power 2 by 3. So we can substitute its value as a raised to power 2 by 3. that I have done over here. So it becomes a to the power 2 by 3. So now this, because this is a constant, so I can take it out. So the square cancels with this square root over here. So we would be having 4a to the power 1 by 3 and integration from 0 to a, this quantity. Again the square and square root they cancel each other's effect. So we'll be having x raised to power, we can shift this term to the numerator. So x raised to power minus 1 by 3 dx. So now you can perform its integration. What is the integration of x to the power n? It is x to the power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1. So same, you can add plus 1 to it and then you can divide by minus 1 by 3 plus 1 here. So it would be x to the power 2 by 3 and then 2 by 3, and the limits varies from 0 to a. So when you solve this and simplify this, you'll have the final answer as 6a. So the length of this particular curve, that is equal to 6a. Okay. So I have one question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
You can find the length of this particular curve. The curve is given to be parabola y is equal to x square. You have to measure the length of this curve from vertex. That means you have to check its length in this interval. Vertex is the point 0, 0. So you will check it from 0, 0 to the point x, y. So this is the point for which you will have the value of this curve. So it is equal to this. You can cross verify after calculation. This is the final answer.